Hey everybody, Karen from Master Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing well today. So we are going to do an energy clearing, sort of a prayer, but drawing the right energy to us with the Lead Team Collective, clearing anything out of the way for those who are concerned about their social security, retirement, and for older adults. Now wait, if you're younger, hang on, don't leave. So this will be really good if you're in that age range for you personally. But if you're not and you're still willing to stick around and do the clearing, it will be helpful for the collective for anyone in that age range. So I'm sure you know people, right? And what we want to do is work on the fear, releasing the fear around security, basically for older adults, wiser adults, those who have been on this planet for a long time. And we want them to feel protected and release some of the fear and bring the right energy in so that they are protected and have whatever they need to enjoy their lives going forward. So few updates. If you've missed the first two energy clearings that I've done in this little series, I do have a playlist called Energy Clearings. And there's a whole bunch in there. There's like 30 energy clearings in there. Highly recommend you look at the different topics, see if anything would be helpful for you. Just don't do more than one a day because your body, your nervous system, your energy field needs time to adapt. And if you do more than one a day, you just might feel a little bit more uneasy than you want to feel. So we're looking for like calm, easy release of fear and all the kind of whatever issues that we have. So I've done plenty on money before. In fact, the last two that I just did, one was prayer, clearing for calm during uncertain times. So if that continues to come up for you, then that would be a good one to do on a regular basis. And then the last one I just did was on financial stability. Okay. So this one, and that one's fine for all of us, even those older adults who are feeling like questioning whether or not the Social Security is going to be there for them, because there's a lot of people in this community who rely on that, and because they've worked their entire lives for it and they are counting on it. So we want to make sure that that's still going to be there for them and anyone who has saved anything for retirement and that sort of thing. So the last thing I want to say, and we'll get started, is if you haven't had a chance to watch the video on David Wilcock, it turns out that what the Lead Team Collective said of him unaliving himself is accurate. So not that I question the Lead Team, but just, sometimes they tell us certain things depending on what it is that they want us to hear. But there is now verifiable proof, and a very good friend of his has come out and read a note that David had left before he unalived himself. So that's very helpful to hear for those of you who are having a hard time with that or might be suspicious that something else was going on. It sounds like he was having a really, really rough time. So financially and physically and all that. So I will post that video below if you want to listen to that from his friend. Actually, there's a letter to his community from his family, and then he read part of the note that David had sent his lawyer just on April 18th, which was a couple days before he took his life. So big prayers to David again, as we talked about yesterday, and hopefully he felt that good energy. And I'll check in with the Lead Team Collective in a week or two or a month and see if and when David wants to talk with us through the pendulum and see what messages he has for us. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull in the right energy here. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, the Lead Team Collective, and only those of the highest and purest light. and ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, the Lead Team Collective, our community, so it is all of the highest and purest light. Amen. Hey, Lead Team. Thank you so much for partnering with us on Earth as we are in our, we're just like you, having a different experience though, and we really appreciate your guidance and support. It is very, very much appreciated. So we have a request for a clearing here so we can release some fear, more financial fear, and so we can feel more secure of our future regarding Social Security, retirement, and for anybody who is in the last end of their time on Earth, which could be a long time, but still the final chapter, and expecting to enjoy themselves and relax a little bit. And we want to make sure that that happens for all of us, okay? Any concerns about doing a clearing about that? No? Okay. Okay, so I do have something written out, and I'm going to read it. And as always, if something that I say here does not resonate with you, just ask to cut, clear, and cancel that part of it. And then you can always add your own message or whatever you want to the clearing, okay? All right, so the purpose of this clearing is to help humanity move to the new Earth. That's really why I'm doing all of these clearings right now. When we shift ourselves, we help the shift of the entire collective. This clearing is for those of us who are worried about Social Security, retirement, fixed income, Medicare, pensions, housing, or growing older, and for those who are worried for people that are concerned about those areas. As we release fear, uncertainty, grief, and the belief that we no longer matter, we become more able to feel supported, valued, secure, and guided. So, Lead Team Collective, on behalf of this community, we ask to work together in clearing fear, uncertainty, grief, and the belief that we are no longer supported or important. May we release the belief that we no longer matter or that there is nothing good ahead. May anything keeping us tied to fear around Social Security, retirement, Medicare, housing, aging, or the future be brought into the light and released today. As we partner with our spirit teams and soul family, may we feel more supported, safe, and secure. Remember that our wisdom and experience still matter. Release fear about the future. Feel more peace around growing older. Recognize new opportunities and possibilities and the next steps. Trust that there is still purpose and meaning ahead. Feel more valued, seen, and supported. Become people who bring hope and reassurance to others. So Lead Team Collective, we ask that anything standing in the way of these desired outcomes be cleared for the highest good. Together, may we release fear and become more able to trust, support, purpose, and peace. Okay, so again, you can pause right now, take anything away or add, and Lead Team will get started. And I'll see you on the other end. I'll let you know when it's done. 1, 2, 3. Is there another layer? Yes. Okay, layer number 2, please. One, 2, 3. Is there another layer? Yes. Layer number 3. One, 2, 3. Is there another layer? Okay, layer number 4. One, 2, 3. Is there another layer? There is not. Okay. All right, you guys, let me know. I'm going to go over a few practical steps for those who want to do a little extra, and let us know how that felt, if you felt anything initially, or come back later if you feel like you've been releasing some things, or let us know if you've done any of the other energy clearings and if you feel different after you did those, okay? So this comes from Mabel from AI, some practical steps that you could do if you wanted to, if this is you who is feeling some of these things. So one thing you could do is repeat, repeat, I still matter, if that's something that you've been feeling. Because I think part of that probably comes from like, well, how could they possibly get rid of Social Security? I worked my entire life, right? And nobody has said that that's really going to happen. There are people who are saying that the Social Security system is going to bankrupt. But you know, they have been saying that for like 20 years. So I don't know if they meant like right now, 20 years ago or what, but probably look into that. I would look into, maybe even chat with AI a little bit, tell them to be really honest with you and like, what's the facts around this? But in any case, trust that you will be taken care of regardless. Okay. So thank yourself for everything you have survived and learned. Write down 3 strengths you have gained through life. So this is just pulling in that positive energy around this subject. Reach out to someone who makes you feel seen and supported. Ask, what would help me feel safer and more supported? Create one small plan that helps you feel more secure. Spend a few quiet minutes imagining a future that still has meaning. Place your hand on your heart and thank yourself for being here. Let's just do that. Everybody just do that. Thank you. Your higher self, so appreciative of you being here. So thank yourself for being here. Ask your spirit team to show you one next step for helping you feel better in this area. Write the request to your spirit team. Please walk with me as I release fear about the future and remember that I still matter. Not that, it's funny because it's interesting that Mabel kind of pulled in the I still matter. I'm not sure a lot of you feel that way related to your fear. I'm not sure. Ask yourself though, is that something that's come into your consciousness? because for some reason, AI, Mabel, kind of pulled that message into this based on comments that you guys have been making. Okay. So that might have come, there's some kind of energy there. And so I wasn't expecting that actually as part of this, but these energy clearings were created based on your comments and questions in the community that you leave. Okay. So again, write a request to your spirit team. Please walk with me as I release fear about the future and remember that I still matter. Guide me towards support, safety, and the next right steps. I will go ahead and put this entire clearing in the description here so that if you want to print it, get some ideas, you can even repeat the clearing for yourself. This way you'll have it and can do whatever you want with it. Okay? All right. Well, I hope you found this helpful and I will see you tomorrow night. I think I'm going to, we had done a post asking for your guys' questions for the supreme leader of Iran who was unalived. And that was a while back. And I'm just feeling about ready to have that conversation. I just felt like there needed to be some space. And so I think I'm going to do that. It's coming up this week. We'll probably do, and if he is willing and able to do a pendulum conversation with us, I think that would be interesting too. So look for that coming up, and I hope you enjoyed this clearing, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.